I got the Stone Cold Steve Austin shirt on, and I'm gonna take down this tournament, win a ring, and that's the bottom line. Good stuff, speed, that's so. Here's something you don't see in the casino every day. This guy's got a headlight on and he's reading the paper. Sick. Today we're firing the $600 PLO event. My favorite trophy I've ever gotten was from the PLO event in Texas at the lodge. Ain't got many options for breakfast, so it looks like we're gonna have some eggs, and I like cheese with my eggs. I don't know about the rest of y'all. You know what one of my favorite healthy snacks are that, you know, bodybuilders really like? Hard-boiled eggs. I mean, there's not much better than a good hard-boiled egg. In the morning, in the evening, why not the afternoon? But there's no trophy for today, but we could get a ring. We got a beaut this hand to start. Kid next to me pots it, and we're pretty sure he's got aces, so we just flat call. And it goes 5 ways to the flop for 1,800. We only have half our stack that we started with because we lost 5,500 with double suited kings and a couple chips with something else. But we call 1,800 with this hand. Like I said, 5 ways to the flop. The flop comes out ace, queen, deuce, all clubs. Hello? The pre-flop raiser checks. We fire out 5,000, and it folds all the way back to the pre-flop raiser. He sees that I only have like another 7K behind, so he puts me all in. We're happy to get it in against his top set of aces, because I got an ace, I got a queen, that's 2 of his outs, and I have the nuts, redrawing to a royal. You know, sometimes you don't feel like it's your day. I mean, that was very quick, 600, flop the nuts with top 2. The kid who raised pot pre-flop has a set of aces, which we're fine with because we have an ace and a queen. And immediately the queen peels on the turn. I really don't feel like playing again. Maybe I'll just wait for the main event. I don't know. Amy's off today. Probably just hang out with her. Maybe we'll go play cash. I'll let you know. But that's the end of this one for me. I'm not feeling it. Sometimes you just don't feel it. And if you don't feel it, you can't fucking play right. But on our way out, we say, let's put 260 in a hand of Pod Gow. We're allowed to record at the table, so let's have some fun for everyone. Flush? No. What do we got? 5? Push, right? Ace high, one time. Ace high?
Almost ace high.
Damn it. It's not good. Five, 6, 7, 8. He's dead.
Oh my god. Head deuces with the
Dead.
queen 8. Oh my god.
Alright, that was fun. Well, while Amy's still asleep, we're gonna slide to the creek. That rhyme? I'm not sure. I don't think so. But we got a gift, which we love free gifts. Amy hates them, but we love them. And that's not something she can take away from me. I'm not gonna give up my free gifts for you, Amy. I give up everything else, but not my free gifts. And then we're gonna fucking play a little Bacc. We can't record it, but we're gonna turn 900 into 1,800 and get the fuck out of there. South Florida skies, more bipolar than my girlfriend. So we're leaving the creek. Quick story though. I'm about even, maybe up like $100. It's back and forth, back and forth. And then Amy calls. So I tell her I'll call her right back. I can't hear her. I'm going to go to the bathroom. Put the chips, leave the chips on the table, run to the bathroom, take a piss, give her a call, come back. The 7-7 tie for 50-1 just hit. That would have been $500 because I'm betting usually about $10 on that. So I missed out on 500. I just swear I'm not blaming Amy. So now I'm tilted. Now I'm losing. Now I'm betting bigger. She wants me to come home. Even though she's probably still asleep right this second. But I know, you know, I'm fucking pushing my luck. I moved to another table because I'm losing. I hit a 9-9 tie, which is 75 to 1. I only have $5 on it, so I win 375. Then I bet 375 on the bank. $20 on the Fortune 7. That's when the bank wins at a 3-card 7. You get 40 to 1. So my 20 would pay 800, and it binked. Let's go. After that hand, we had exactly 2K from tipping the dealer $20. I said, let me get that 2K. Let me get some color. Let me get the fuck out of here. And then I went and got my blender. Let's go. We won a couple bucks on the day. We got her out of the bed and into the golf. I'm nervous. Just shoot it. Believe it or not, we are not golfers. I did play some hockey though, so it's like the same thing, right? Fuck. Look at my finish. Down on one knee. There it goes.
Now you're gonna beat me right now, dude.
It's hard for me to get up now that I'm a fat
you're gonna beat me.
and old. But we had some fun out there. Your titty almost popped out. We're not too excited about our last outcome in the 600 mini main. Should have ripped all in on the turn with the jack. Should have. And then we would have folded queen jack under the gun, honestly. But it's okay. Time for the next tournament. $400 buy-in, $200,000 guaranteed. Up at the ass crack of dawn. 10 a.m. start. It's now 10:40. 30-minute levels. 40,000 tournament units. Another ring event. Another day. Another dollar on the grind. Let's go in there with a good, clean mindset. Good vibes only. Hello. Walking in here, we didn't find no pennies on the floor, but we found this. Could be luckier. Only a Tylenol.
You sending me your blog.
It was a short. You wanted shorts.
Thank you.
Now you're going to be on the big one.
Why I look like I gave...
If you don't know who that is, that's my boy, Maurice Hawkins, probably the most hated player in poker, but arguably one of the best tournament poker players there is with 21 rings. But we're not here for him, we're here for me. So let's talk about these pocket rockets I picked up. Blinds are at 300 and 500. You start with 40,000 in chips. I'm in middle position here, and I raise it up to 2,000 pre-flop. And a guy who's on tilt, because he just got bluffed in the previous hand, makes it 6K in the cutoff. Now, I don't think he's gonna call me if I fucking re-raise all in or if I 4-bet. So I just call, and we go heads up to the flop. The flop comes out Jack 4-6 with 2 hearts. I check it over to him, and he fires 5K. To me, that screams empty. So I just call. The turn comes a 9 of spades. Now I let him try to hang himself again. I check. He checks back. The river is a 5 of spades. Now I'm going to try to get him to call with anything or something. So I bet 10K, and unfortunately he folds. Well, we're up to 47,000. Shortly after that, we're on our first break, and I turn around to bother our buddy Maurice. And like I said, you start with 40,000 in chips. How many chips you got?
Not enough, bro.
First break.
Not enough.
So 40K. You got fucking 160.
I'm trying not to be a whale, bro.
Sick fucking. Guy's fucking sick. What are you watching, dude?
No vlog, bro.
Let's go.
I'm watching your vlog.
Back from break and back from bothering Maurice. Blinds are at 300 and 600. We got pocket fives. Middle position raises up to 1,500. Player next to him calls, and we call. And we go 3 ways to the flop. The flop comes out Queen 3-5. The pre-flop raiser checks. The next player bets 2,500. We smooth call, and the pre-flop raiser smooth calls as well. The turn comes to 3. Now they both check to me, and I feel that my hand is so strong that I really can't get hurt on the river, so I check back trying to get max value on the river. The river comes to 6. The pre-flop raiser bets 6,000. The next player calls the 6,000, and I want it all, so I rip it in, trying to get somebody to call me, somebody to think I'm making a move. Unfortunately, they both snap fold, but we're up to 66,500 tournament units.
With blinds at
400 and 800. Under the gun raises to 2,000. I call in middle position, and then the cutoff makes it 6,400. We both call. The flop comes out 10-10-3. We check it over to him, and he bets 12,000. Under the gun folds, and I begin to think, that's such a strong bet. 12,000 is pretty big. If you had a big overpair, why would you bet so much? So I'm starting to think he has something like ace king or ace queen. He's just trying to take it down. So I rip all in. And he doesn't snap call. So is my read right here? It's gotta be. He obviously doesn't have an overpair, because he probably doesn't put me on the 10. And then he calls and he shows me 9s. That's kind of like an overpair. Good read, kid. You suck. After making that terrible shove, we're down to 2,100 in chips. We put it in multi-way with the 5-7 offsuit. We flop an open-ender on an ace-4-6 flop. We could win this, get there, and have about 10,000-12,000. However, we don't get there. And that's the end of this one for us. I'm not firing again. Like I said, I'm not playing good. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I just want to gamble. Until the next tournament, man. A lot of tournaments going on at a lot of places with a lot of guarantees. But only one place is guaranteeing a ring to a winner. And we woke up late today, and there's a nice 7 o'clock flight to a 200K guarantee at Harris with day 2 on Monday, which means if I do muster up the money to play the main event for 1,700, which day 2 is on Sunday, I can play both. Even though day 3 is on Monday, but I'm pretty sure if I'm in day 3 of the main event, I don't give a hoot about day 2 of this rinky-dink little tournament. But before that, you know I love my free stuff. So we're going to Coconut Creek, picking up our big $50 Visa gift card. That's gonna pay for mine and Amy's Starbucks for the next day and a half. We also wore a special shirt today. And like a true jack-off, you know we're not gonna just get the free prize. We're going to play a little baccarat. So let me explain to you how this works with these bonus bets. When you're betting the bank, you want the bank to win with a 3-card 7. That pays 40-1. When you're betting the player, you want the player to win with a 3-card 8. That pays 25-1. A 3-card 9 on either side gets you 10-1. If both sides get a 3-card 9, that's 75-1. But the big money maker is the blazing 7s. When the player and the banker both have a 7 to start, it's over 50-1. When the player and the bank both pull a card and pull a 7, that's 200-1. That means $5 will get you $1,000. That's what we all play for. So we've decided to stop at the Bacc table because we got a few minutes before we got to get to Harris, you know? Plus, who wants to be there for the first level? We bought in for $4.50. First hand we played, we hit the 9-9 3-card tie. $5 on us, paid us $3.75. The next hand we played, we got the 7-7 off rip tie with 10 on it. That's $500. The third hand we played, we lost $125. So
We left with this. That's $450 into $1,200. That sounds like a free roll into this $400 tournament. Let's go.
You know we had to smoke a cigarette and click a button before the tournament. Oh, it's not a mini. Probably a hard hat. Damn it. They're all different lines. Yes, we can't really leave the slot. I don't know where to put this thing, so I'm just gonna put it right there. Re-trigger, man. All right. We like the early re-triggers. Hey, how you doing? Let's get some mentions, please. How you doing? This might be a hand pay. I don't know. That's high hopes on a 450 spin. But we might make our buy-in. If we can get another re-trigger, I'll take one more mansion though. Unfortunately, after that, we got no more hats and no more re-triggers. Now we're at $85. Hey, miner's 100. That's $90. That's $40. Wowzer, that's $300. Looks like we made another buy-in. How you doing? Should I quit? Oh man, it's still making noise. My intuitions were right because we got the hats again and we won another $300. We end up cashing out of the machine with $700. Alright, let's hop into the tournament before we blow our whole load on this fucking slot. I'd rather blow a load with 69. 30K in chips to start. The blinds are at 200, 400. I make it 1,000 in middle position and both blinds call. The flop comes king high, all hearts. They check to me. I put out a bet of 1,000 as a feeler. They both call. The turn is an ace. They both check to me and my first instinct was to bet 4,000, but then for some reason I checked. And the river comes, another ace, no heart. They check back to me. I bet 4,000 now, and the big blind calls me with king deuce of diamonds. I bet you if I bet it on the turn, he wouldn't have called. First mistake of the tournament. We're down to 22,700 in the start of this hand with the blinds at 300, 600. I'm in the big blind with king 4 clubs. This is where pot odds gets us in a little trouble. Second to act makes it 1,500 and 5 people call. Obviously, I'm going to complete in the big blind. The flop comes out, king 7-3 rainbow. The small blind checks. I bet out 600 as a feeler. The pre-flop raiser calls and the button calls. The turn is a 6 of hearts. Now I bet 5K and only the pre-flop raiser calls. He's obviously got a king and my kicker is no good. I only have 15,000 behind and I don't think he's going to fold the river if he's got a hand like king jack. The river comes the 8 of hearts. I check. He checks back and he flips over the king 9 of spades. Could I have gotten him to fold for 15,000? Probably, but normally the player that raises preflop has a little bit stronger than king 9 in his hand. Now I'm pissed off and we're down to 15,000 and the blinds are going up to 4-8. We're playing great. Fast forward to 500 and 1,000. Second to act makes it 2K and I shove all in for 10,700 with the king queen off. Old man coffee calls. The opener folds and here comes the run out. Not really good when old man coffee calls you.
The king.
Oh, it's a race. He actually has 9s. We can beat that. That's a pretty good flop for nines. But that's a good turn for king queen. Keep it clean. Let's go. After that hand, we're at 25,900. Still not a starting stack, but we're still in the tournament. We raise to 2,500, second to act with the queen jack of spades. We get 3 callers. The flop comes out king 10-6 with 2 hearts. The big blind check, I check, the other 2 players check. The turn is the 8 of hearts. Big blind checks. I bet 6,500 and I take it down. Our stack's now at 31,400. Finally over a starting stack in a tournament. It feels good to be on top.
With blinds at
600 and 1,200. We got the Rockets. Folds to a player who just sat down in the hijack and he makes it 2,600. I make it 6,600 in the cutoff, hoping he's one of the type of guys that just wants to get it in or rebuy. Unfortunately, he just calls. The flop comes out king 4-6 with 2 diamonds. He checks. I bet 5,100 and he folds. Dang. Hello, ladies. We got the girls. Second to act limps in. We make it 4,500. Some girl rips all in for 22,500. The other player folds. We snap call. She shows ace 8 offsuit. Why?
And 3/8. That's it.
Not sure what that I don't want to wait for break speech was, because she had 22,500 in chips and it's not even the end of the rebuy period. So rip it in with ace 8 offsuit. I don't understand. But we're at 9,500 in chips now. We shove all in with ace 3 offsuit. We get it through. Now we got ace jack offsuit with 14,500. We get called and he shows ace 10 offsuit. Let's go!
Now the club. Club. 210.
Everybody's hitting their...
Well, poker wasn't good, but at least this slot's still doing something. It's not the mini. Damn buzzsaw again, but we got one mansion at least.
I'll be honest with you people, and yes, I said you people. Winning in slots and everything, all the stupid shit that takes no skill is nice and it feels good, but it really bothers me when I lose in poker, because I know I should be winning in that stuff and I should be losing on these slot machines and these baccarats and all this bullshit. But hey, money is money, and that's what the world... Wait, no, that makes the world go around? Yeah.
Kind of shitty. Going back to Harris, going back to the 400 Colossus or some shit. Gonna see if Queens can beat Ace 8. Gonna see if Ace Jack can beat Ace 10. Gonna see. We're gonna see. I'm gonna see.
Same shit as last time, same suck me as last time, same 6-9, this time not suited. Blinds at 300, 500. Lady opens to 1,200, third to act calls. I'm in the cutoff with a 6-9 offsuit and I want to start a ruckus. I make it 3,300, the small blind calls, and then she makes it 10,000. Well, down to 26,800 already. Come back from break, it blinds at 300 and 600 with 25,000 on our stack. The hijack raises at 1200. The cutoff calls. I call on the button with a 4-5 of spades. Our boy Ferran calls in the small blind. The flop comes out king deuce 3 with 2 hearts. It checks over to me, and I bet 4,000. Our boy Ferran calls. The turn is the 4 hearts. He checks. I bet 4K again. He shows the king and folds. Well, now it's my turn to show the bluff and bloat.
Got him.
On the block. Got him. Don't be fooled by my bluff. He's a great tournament player, and the headed mob does not show it. With our stack at 33,000 and the blinds at 500 and 1,000, second act makes it 2K, and the button calls with like 9K behind. I make it 11K in the big blind with my ace queen. The razor folds, the button puts it in, and here we go. He shows ace 10 off. We feel a little PTSD. However, we win. Now I'm feeling lucky. Blinds at 1,000 and 2,000. I've got about 41,000. And I got the 4-7 of diamonds in the small blind. Excuse me, the big blind. The lady raises to 5K on the button. Small blind calls, I call. The flop comes out 3-5-9 with 2 hearts. The small blind checks, and this lady just had aces, so I'm figuring she can't have an overpair again. This is a good flop for me, so I bet 6,000, and she makes it 16,000. Small blind folds, obviously we fold. She shows aces again. That's annoying. Now I'm not feeling so lucky. We're down to 30,000 with the blinds at 1,500 and 2,500. I'm under the gun with the ace queen of spades, and I rip all in for 29K. The guy next to me also basically snap shoves. Here we go. When he flips over his hand, we're pleasantly surprised to see a fair fight. We flop 2 pairs. And we hold. We're at 66,500, but we're still not average stack. We pick up a couple chips with the ace 10 of diamonds, and now we're at the last level registration. Blinds are at 1,500, 3,000, and we got the hookers. Second act makes it 8,000, and I just rip all in for 65K.
65, I think.
This kid starts tanking, and I say out loud,
Think long, think wrong.
I think he felt some type of way about that comment because he ends up putting in the call with ace-queen offsuit. And here we go. Let's hope that him thinking long was the wrong thought. The flop comes out, no ace, no queen, and we got him drawing dead on the turn. Let's go. 144,000 tournament units. Now I got the ace-queen off, third to act, and I open to 7,000. The hijack shoves all in for exactly 30K. Okay, maybe you just want to double up or rebuy. Let's run it out. He shows the ace-jack offsuit. Love to see it. Hate to see it. Keep it clean, dealer. Thank you. 174,000 tournament units at the break. Sitting pretty nice. We're coming back to 2,000, 4,000, and for the third time in a row, we're coming back from our short 10-minute break right into the big blind. Can't be late, can't click buttons, kind of pissing me off. Well, this was annoying and quick. Second act shoves for 35,000. It folds to us in the big blind, and we got 8s. He shows 9s. That's gonna piss me right off, dealer. We can't find an 8. We lose 35,000, but it's okay. We got plenty of chips. Now we got ace queen of spades. Open to 10K in the cutoff, and the big blind shoves all in for 30,000. Obviously, we're gonna call this one too, and just hope he don't have ace, king, kings, queens, or aces. What's he show? Deuces.
Definitely winning this hand. There's no way I can win.
My 4 would have hit.
Red jack.
Bruh. Down 65,000. Right in the first orbit. I'm pissed. We're down to 96,000. The average is 107. We should just relax. But we got 5, 6 of clubs. I opened to 9,000 under the gun. The guy next to me goes all in for 15,000. The small blind calls and leaves himself with like 21K. People are so bad. Obviously, we can't bluff this hand, so we can't win it with nothing. And we're down to 86,000 after all this bullshit. Then I'm in the big blind for 4,000 and the button's all in for 10K. Obviously, I got a call with the Richie special Jack 6 offsuit, and he has kings. Nice hand, bud. And we're in the big blind with 9s, and the small blind shoves into us. He's got Queen Jack off, and we actually hold. Now we're at 106,000. 18 left, and 8 go to day 2. I need some help here. With the blinds now at 3,000 and 6,000, I try to make a move with the ace 6 off. An old man limps in third to act, and I bump it up to 18,000 to try to prove that my hand's stronger than his. He calls me, and the flop comes out 9-8-3 all spades. He checks, and I bet 11,000, and then he shoves in on me. Now we're down to 64,000 with 14 people left. I'm gonna bubble. I can feel it. It folds to me in the small blind, and I shove all in without looking at my cards. The big blind shows me 10-5, so I show him a 5. 4 more people till we bag, but I got about 4 chips. I'm in rough shape. I actually need a hand, and I need a double. Somebody send help.
Are you participating in that?
All right, 4 and 8. Good luck.
First hand back from the break. We're the small blind. You can see I'm not going to look at my hand if it folds to me. And I'm going to rip it in because we need the chips. $52.
All in. But you have to get soft. You have to.
Fortunately, the big blind folded, and our 8-10 didn't have to be shown. Now we're the button. We're going to look at one card. King is a pretty good card if you ask me. Old man limps in for 8,000. That pisses me off. I look at King 6 suited, and I say, fuck him. We're all in. Everybody folds, and now we're up to 96,000. And if you didn't know, that's 6-9 backwards. Well, I'm a little horny now. So the dealer flipped over my first card, which was a 7. The second card was another 7. I would have had pocket 7s. I end up with a7. I ship it in, take down the blinds. Got like 116K. Then I got Queen 10 of spades, min click under the gun. I'm afraid to just rip it in now. I got a lot of chips. I get called by middle position in the big blind. Flop comes out ace 7-8. Big blind checks. I bet 9,000 for a feeler. This kid calls me. The turn, like a 6 or something stupid. Maybe a 3 actually. Didn't give me a straight draw. I said, let me try one more time. 24,000. He shoves all in. I fold. Then we're in trouble. We're the big blind. The button makes it 17K. The old man in the small blind calls. I got ace 8. I'm gonna shove.
Ace 8, 9.
Another WSOP event series with no jewelry. Very upsetting. Man, I just want to be a vlogger. If you're still listening to this, please comment and say, suck me, and I'll give you a free t-shirt, maybe.